Mosquera has come out and really impressed the manager of Arsenal, who goes by the names of Mikel Arteta, and that is really one of the biggest hints that you're obviously going to be discussing about. And the sporting director for the side of City, Cristhian, has come out and really spoken about Mikel Arteta. And lastly, we really have a say about the what is the third story all about? The third story is all about Deco obviously doing some good business for Barcelona and how he has obviously gone ahead to really climax this recently concluded summer transfer window here onto the Rokani Media Football. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. Continue to subscribe so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And I know that you people are really having a lot into your mind as to why I really never showed up yesterday. You know, the reason is simple, and I've already told you that power is really a problem, you know, into my land, and it's really hard to explain, but we're in a third world country, moreover. So we are really trying to fix it as we try to obviously get in a battery saver that will obviously help us really be on in here every time we really see to it that power is totally and totally off. You understand? So let's obviously get into the story that I think you people are really going to enjoy. Cristhian Mosquera, Mikel Arteta is very happy with me. He's very close and he's helping me a lot with the coaching staff. Now, Mosquera is really one of those players that you have to obviously give a very huge shout out if you've been here at Arsenal and you've gone here to see how players are going to come in through even 4 or 5 years older than Mosquera to play in the central defense, and they've gone ahead to obviously look bang average and obviously known to make the best out of their careers at Arsenal. Do you remember players like Senderos, Giroud, the other one is Kolasinac, you know, and very many other central defenders. Pablo Mari, you know, with huge experience, but he couldn't obviously find himself impressing at a club known as Arsenal. So it shows you how special Mosquera is and why Arteta is supposed to obviously be very happy with this player known as Mosquera. Mosquera was thrown into the game of Liverpool and he really came off the bench in the starting minutes of the game when William Saliba went ahead to obviously get an injury. And Mikel Arteta came out with full praise for Mosquera and he really gave him a very huge boost in there for you. And in his awards, and Arteta was like, he was thrown into that game of Liverpool. They all knew to it that Liverpool is really a very hard side to play at, but the player in Mosquera came up and obviously featured and really put in a very huge shift altogether, and people really loved it. And Mosquera is also really very proud of that moment in there for you. You know, sometimes such games define your future at a club like Arsenal. You understand? Because if you look like this when you're playing against a team known as Liverpool, every fan will be like, Mosquera is good, because these are games that will obviously have memories stuck into their heads. Because if Mosquera comes out and really looks good against Crystal Palace, against any other side, Arsenal fans will be like, yeah, there are very many. Anyone can obviously look good against such sides. But if you come out and represent to the fullest in a game against Liverpool, like how Mosquera went here to look, I tell you what, it's a statement showcase that every manager will obviously be really good and be proud of you. Obviously, come out and really put in a very huge shift like that one you went ahead to put out. Now, Mosquera added on the Premier League and said, I'm feeling pretty good, but it's true that the game is different from one in La Liga. It's more back and forth. It's more direct. When you enter the games, you have to mentalize about what's coming, but it's crazy. And the lad went ahead to prove very many people wrong. And I really had my transportation guy whom I told that Mosquera is a very good player. And he was like, he's not good, he's not good, he's not good. And I see no reason as to why Arsenal have gone ahead obviously saying the player. Now, yesterday when I really met him, he told me he were right about Mosquera. And he really went ahead obviously make all Arsenal fans forget about William Saliba's injury into that particular game of football that we went ahead to be played at the Anfield. And very many people really know exactly what it means to play the Anfield. And Mosquera also learned about the Premier League on how it's really making some huge changes in there for you. And it's totally different from the league in as far as the intensity, game awareness, your mentality is really concerned. From there, let's obviously get to the manager of Man City. And Taki Begilistan has said the following about Pep Guardiola. You know, it was quite funny, everyone saying, no, this way of playing is impossible. This is the Spanish league. This isn't the Spanish league. If you don't do tackles, you can't win the league. And then he destroyed the league. Obviously, he's one of those managers that are going to come in through and really dominate the league. I think, apart from Sir Alex Ferguson, he comes second, obviously come and really dominate the Premier League. Pep Guardiola has really won lots and lots of trophies. I think he has 6 in his cupboard in the Premier League, 1 Champions League, and he will never stop to obviously put in shifts like these that the world will always look at and really understand that there was a manager known as Pep Guardiola into the mix. So Taki Begilistan is trying to defend the manager of Man City for the bad result they're really having. And for everyone who thinks that you are judging your team in the first 3 games, then you haven't been here long enough to understand that it's always a game of a game of consistency, not 2 or 3 games. This league will take shape after 10 games. I tell you, the league will take shape after 10 games. And you have to obviously wait and really see what the 10th game will obviously have to offer to everyone who really thinks of judging a team right now, you know? So, we wait and see how that pans out, but he really went ahead, obviously, come and prove very many people wrong in the Premier League. That is the manager of Man City, and that is Pep Guardiola, because people thought that you couldn't win in the Premier League when you're really playing tiki-taka. You understand? But he played tiki-taka. He came here and dominated the league. That he is Pep Guardiola. Though in the recent past, he hasn't obviously gone ahead, obviously getting the best of results he deserves as the manager. But I know with the players that he brought in through, they're really talented. The Reinders, the Ryan Chekis of this world, I think he'll obviously find himself really doing the needful in here onto our beautiful channel. So that is it. And let's obviously get to Barcelona. They are telling us that Deco finished a good transfer window, but still has work. Barca must renew contracts ending 2025. Frankie de Jong and Eric Garcia are close. Mark Van Hel already has a deal to 2029. Christiansen and Lewandowski will be decided later. So, after really getting in the Rashfords of this world, the Rooneys, and very many others to the side of Barcelona, the year 1 Garcias, the manager, obviously, the board of Barcelona is going to task Deco to obviously accomplish the renewal of contracts of people like Frankie de Jong and very many others into the mix. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Rokani David remains my name. I hope you guys are really having fun. And your reactions to Mosquera impresses at Arsenal are really welcome in the comment section below. And obviously, what do you make about Pep Guardiola being defended by the sporting director of Man City, Taki Begiristan? And lastly, your thoughts about Deco's new role to obviously come and really do the needful for the side of, hear me out, for the side of Barcelona to obviously get contracts renewed for players that might see their contracts run out during the end of this season. We out. Bye-bye.